Hello everyone, again I am in front of you with a new video, and this video belongs to class 10th and the chapter name is Control and Coordination. Today the date is 1st of July 2020, and today topic is, what topic we have to study today? Chemical coordination in animals. Okay, chemical coordination in animals. This is our topic. Dear students, let's begin the topic with some introduction. In animals, the messages are communicated in the form of nerve impulses and carried by the nervous system from receptors, means the site of origin, from receptors to central nervous system, and from central nervous system back to effectors, and this transmission, this communication is very quick. Okay, in animals, informations are communicated in the form of nerve impulses by a nervous system, nervous tissues, from receptors to central nervous system, and from central nervous system to receptors, and is very quick. However, there is some limitations by communication in this way. You can, for instance, you can take limitations of nervous system, nervous system. What limitations they are having? The first limitation is that nervous system can communicate only to those cells which are in contact with the nervous system. First, nervous system communicate only the cells in direct contact. And second thing is that stimulated cells take some time to reset the mechanism after transmission of information or impulse. information. Okay, they need to reset. Means, in other words, we can say that the body cells cannot generate and transmit the messages, the impulses continuously. And this is the limitation. And this is the reason. That's why most of the multicellular animals need or have another method, another system of communication, and that system of communication is called chemical communication. Okay, I think this thing will become clear. That in animals, the information, the communication is made by the nervous system from receptor to central nervous system, and from the central nervous system to back to effectors. And this transmission of messages is very quick. However, there is some limitations. These limitations are these: the nervous system communicate only to those cells which are in direct contact with the nervous system. And second thing is that the cell that generate and transmit the message needs some time to reset. Okay, then you can take the example, just like suppose you got angry, you take some time to cool down. Okay, that is only for example. Similarly, the cells also have. After generation and transmission of messages, they need to reset their mechanism. Okay, that's why the multicellular animals have another one additional method of communication throughout the body, and that method of communication is called chemical communication. Chemical communication. What happened in this chemical communication? Dear students, in chemical communication, special body cell secretes certain kind of chemicals in blood. From blood, the cells detect the message and produce their effects. How this happens? Some specialized cells in the specific part of the body secrete some special kind of chemicals. These other body cells detect these messages via having the special type of protein molecules at their surface or inside the cytoplasm. And once the message has been communicated, it produces its effect. This is the mechanism. Then what those chemicals are? So those chemicals are actually called hormone. What? Specialized chemicals for communication are called hormone. What they called? Hormone. And these hormones are secreted by specialized cell in the body. And where those are cells? Those cells which are specialized to secrete certain kind of hormones are called endocrine glands. Endocrine glands, that these endocrine glands together make endocrine system. You will study in next video this endocrine system. Okay, dear students, the nerve impulses and these chemicals are meant for communication and regulation of the body functions. However, they are having some basic differences in them. Still, they operate in a coordinated manner. Both are for the benefit of the body to maintain the equilibrium of the body, but they have some basic differences in them. Okay? Still, they work on operated in very coordinated manner on certain occasions. Then let's talk about their basic differences. Okay? Difference between chemical coordination and nervous system, means chemical system and nervous system. Do you know they are operated in coordinated manner for the benefit of the body? That's why they often term as the neurochemical system or neurohormonal system. Okay, let's talk about the students. Chemical coordination achieved by chemicals. Okay, and this achieved by nerve impulses. You have to write complete sentence. Okay, nerve impulses. How? The nerve impulses. Okay, nerve impulse. Second thing, they are carried by blood. These chemicals, means hormones, are carried by blood, while nerve impulses carried by nervous system. Okay, means nerve cells. Okay. Third thing, they are directed to specific cell or a few nerves or other neurons. Okay, and this becomes opposite. They directed to specific cell, a few nerve cells or neurons. Okay, you can say that they are addressed by name, just like the letters. जैसे हम लोग किसी को अगर लेटर भेजते हैं तो उस पे उसका नाम, रिसीवर का और उसका कंप्लीट और क्लियर एड्रेस मेंशन किया जाता है. ओके, तो उसी तरह से सेम द नर्व इंपल्सेस आर एड्रेस्ड बाय नेम. They have to directed specific cell. Okay, here these spread all over body blood. Means what differences? These are addressed by to whom it may concern. ओके, इस तरह का एड्रेस, मतलब जिससे भी संबंधित है वो उसको समझे. Likewise, if you will work in any organization, if you get the experience certificate, on top of the certificate it is written to whom it may concern. And whenever you show that certificate, whoever will see your certificate, it will concern to him. जो भी देखेगा उसमें लिखी गई बातें उसी के लिए होंगी, चाहे आप किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अप्लाई करेंगे. ओके, इस तरह का एड्रेस होता है. तो दैट इज टू whom it may concern. इसमें डायरेक्ट स्पेसिफिक. ठीक है. नाउ द another difference is that it is relatively slower. It is means effect of chemical system, hormonal system is slow, while the effect of nervous system is quick. In milliseconds, the nerve impulses can transmit the messages, while it takes some time. It is not for all. There is some exception also. Okay. Fifth, next number, it is short-lived. It is its effect is prolonged, long effect, prolonged, and it is short-lived. Okay, do you understand it? It is short-lived. This leaves for a shorter period of time, and this will show its effect for longer period of time. Okay, so these are some basic differences between the hormonal system and nervous system. Hope you will able to understand. If you not able to understand, you have the choice to replay. Okay, reverse the video. Now, what are hormones? Hormones are chemical messengers. Hormones. The term hormone first introduced by William M. Bellis and Ernest H. Sterling. These are the scientists who first introduced the term hormone. Okay, hormone is come from Greek word that was actually harmene, and its meaning is to excite. Okay, hormones excite, to stimulate. Okay, so we can say the hormones are the special type of chemical messenger, special type of chemical molecules secreted by the specialized cells of endocrine gland in specific part of the body in response to a change in external or internal environment of the body. Okay, you can write here. Hormones are special chemical molecules secreted by specialized cells of endocrine glands in specific part of the body in response to change in external and internal environment. Now, these hormones are released by ductless endocrine glands. Ductless glands, those glands who release their secretion directly into the blood. They are called ductless. In next video, I will make you know the different types of glands. Ductless gland, ductile glands, many more things. Okay. So ductless glands are those glands that release their secretion directly into the blood. Okay. And from blood, these hormones are detected by the special type of protein molecules. Special type of protein molecules that detect these chemicals, hormones, are called receptors. And receptors are present either on the surface of the cell or in the cytoplasm of the cell. And when the receptor detects the hormone brings some change in the shape of receptors and they produce their effect, and they either inhibit or stimulate the physiological function of the body for good of body as whole, for benefit of the body as whole. Okay, so they are called the hormones. Let's study about the characteristics of hormones. Bayes and Starling are the scientists who introduced the term hormone first of all. Okay, characteristics of hormones. Similar thing that I discussed till now, same thing. Hormones are secreted by living cells of the body. Living cells of the body and act as messenger. Okay. Second thing, they are organic chemicals. They are organic chemicals of diverse nature. Okay. Next point you can take. They are secreted in very small amount by endocrine glands. Okay. Next thing you can write, they either stimulate or inhibit the physiological functions, biological functions, physiological, perhaps you will not see, the physiological functions of the body. Okay. Next point you can take, fifth, that they neither act as building material, they neither act as building material nor give energy. Okay, they have no nutritious value for the body. That means 6 is they consumed in biological functions. They consumed in biological functions. These are some characteristics of the hormones. Okay. Rest of the things like they are slow in action. Okay. Many more things. I think you people are able to understand these points. Later on, we have to study what are those internal stimulus, what kind of stimulus that stimulate the secretion of hormones by endocrine glands. Okay. So there are three types of stimuli. Three types of stimuli that stimulate the secretion. Three types of stimuli that stimulate the secretion of hormone. One is the specific metabolite. Specific metabolite. Specific metabolite. Metabolites are the intermediate of metabolism, product of metabolism. Okay, you can take here an example that increased glucose level in blood, stimulate pancreas, to secrete which hormone? Secrete insulin. Okay, insulin hormone is secreted by pancreas, and the situation is when the glucose level in the blood has been increased. To maintain the level of glucose in blood, insulin has been secreted. Second stimuli is other hormones. Okay, other hormones. You can take example here. Secretion of pituitary gland. Pituitary gland stimulates other endocrine glands and writing it once more. Other hormone. Second topic is other hormone. Second stimuli. Okay. Secretion of pituitary gland. Pituitary gland stimulate endocrine glands for secretion. Second stimuli. And third and last for today is the neuronal. Neuronal hormone. Like neuronal hormone, that means the stimuli received from the nervous system will stimulate to secrete the hormones. Okay, and you can take the impulses received in urgent emergency. Stimulate adrenal. It is the name of gland. Adrenal gland to secrete adrenaline. Adrenaline. It is the name of hormone secretion by the adrenal glands. Okay. So this is all about today. These all three are what are the specific metabolites, other hormones, and neuronal hormones. These are the internal change in internal environment that stimulate the secretion of hormones by the endocrine glands. And external changes you studied earlier. Okay, repeat the video again and again. See it again and again, very important chapter, and it will come in use throughout your life. So it is better to listen the lecture patiently with full concentration, and please give some time Okay, it is necessary. Give some time for study. Till then, stay home, remain safe, and if you are able to understand the things, please, what you have to do? Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you very much.